My name is Deng Jongkuch, PCC Executive Director. I just returned from South Sudan a week ago. I was there for about 3 weeks. I visit Memorial Christian Hospital in Wirkuk. I visit Bor Clinic. I visit Malek Clinic, and we opened our third Bulch Clinic at a place called Jaleh. My visit this time, I felt different because things are different in South Sudan nowadays compared to 2 years ago or 3 years ago. The economy is basically collapsing. For example, a doctor used to be paid an equivalent to $2,000 a month. But this year, that money is an equivalent to $30 a month. This economic crisis has put a lot of pressure on the resources that PCC mobilizes here in the US. We used to have a cost sharing where patient can pay a little bit, but not that much. That cost sharing is no longer viable for patient. The money that the patient pay is worthless because of the economic crisis. So the situation is really bad. People are suffering. There's a famine in South Sudan now, and people are struggling to find something to eat. Leave alone about education or healthcare. I had an incident in Juba where I went to the restaurant. I ordered my food, and there was another guy next to me. He ordered his food, but he went and go and wash his hand. Another person came from nowhere and sit by the table and start eating the man's food. When that man came back, he found that the food was almost gone. So what he did, he ordered another food for himself. But this brother probably was starving, was helping himself. I haven't seen something like that in South Sudan for all these years. Even during the wartime, I never saw somebody coming from nowhere without being invited and start eating from somebody's plate. Majority of people has no food to eat. But people also doesn't have access to medicine and nurses and doctors. I saw at 4 clinics a lot of patients, probably 80 to 90 patients. I saw a child that was brought over there. Probably that child was malnourished because of lack of feeding from the family. So that child probably was having malaria. He was so hot that the nurse was struggling to find a vein to put in IV for quinine for malaria treatment. And that child was referred to Bor Hospital for critical management, because at Bor Clinic we don't have admission, we don't have bed. It's outpatient clinics. When our doctor go to the Bor Clinic to go and check this child at 8 p.m., he find that the child passed away. When he did more investigation, he couldn't find a doctor or a nurse at the government facility because nobody was there. So please join hand with PCC and contribute $10 a month to support the medicine and the doctor and the nurses. You can do your contribution. You can give your contribution through PCC website at www.pccsudan.org. 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 Thank you, and thank you for joining Hand with PCC.